If you want to win at the credit card game, it takes a lot of strategy. Knowing which credit cards you want to apply for in the near future is crucial because it helps you hit the proper welcome bonuses. It lines up your upcoming purchases with those credit card welcome offers, and it helps you stay within the credit card company's application rules. One of the most famous rules is Chase 524, and that just says that if you've been approved for 5 or more personal cards in the last 24 months, Chase will automatically deny you for your next one. Chase 524 plays a heavy role in my credit card roadmap, so let me share with you my next 3 to 5 cards that I plan on applying for. But before we do that, I want to share with you my strategy of what I hope to achieve by these next 3 to 5 cards, and then we can plan out our next cards. Number 1, is it a personal or a business card? I lean towards signing up for more business cards than personal cards. That is just a preference that I have, and that is a reason why I've been applying for so many business cards in the past. I mean, just look at the videos I have on this YouTube channel. There are a lot of business cards on there. Factor number 2 is going to be the sign-up bonuses. These welcome offers are a big reason why I apply for certain cards over the other. Of course, the card has to actually make sense for me. I'm not going to apply for a $600 annual fee card if I don't think I'm actually going to get use out of it. But if the card has an annual fee and they also have a nice welcome offer, I'm not going to shy away from that. And these sign-up bonuses are just way more value than you can get just from putting your everyday spend on these cards. And then factor number 3, I have to think about what this card will actually do for me. I'm thinking about like cash back versus a travel card. I am leaning more towards travel cards right now heavily just because of, well, their welcome offers are a lot better. That's number 1. But number 2, me and my wife do a lot of traveling, and it's nice because we do it a lot for business, and so we can apply for personal and business cards, both travel cards, and then get huge rewards. With that said, here are the next cards I plan on applying for. We have to start out with the Hilton Business card because I just made a video, watch me apply for that, and we got approved, and it's very exciting, our 16th card. And so just briefly talking about that, it was a hotel card. It added to my hotel card collection with me and my wife. We now have 3, 1 Hilton card and 2 IHG cards, and that is going to serve us well because we just got a massive amount of hotel points that we can now use for free travel. As you can see here, my wife is the one who applied for this card under our business, and usually me and my wife like to alternate cards, so I'll apply for one, she'll apply for the next one, and then I'll take the next application. That just is so that we don't have too many applications back to back for each individual. So since she got the Hilton card, I am going to apply for the next one, card number 17, and that is going to be the Chase Inc. Business Preferred card. I am so looking forward to this one. I can't wait to have that in my possession, and I really hope that I get approved for it. This is one that I have wanted for a long time now just because of the sign-up bonus and how good the card is. I mean, the sign-up bonus is 100,000 Chase UR points, which is amazing. That's incredible. But the spend requirement used to be $15,000 in the first 3 months of owning this card. That one was hard to do. I don't think I would have been able to put $15,000 of spend on this card in 3 months. Maybe if they gave me 6 months, I might be able to do it. But they just lowered that offer to $8,000 spent in the first 3 months, and for the same 100,000 Chase points. And so I am really looking forward to applying for this one, and I hope I get approved. And when do I plan on applying for this card? Well, actually, anytime now I can apply for it. I'm going to apply before I take my trip over to Europe so that I can put a lot of spend on this card when I'm there, and then we can hit the $8,000 spent in 3 months. The annual fee for this card is $95, which I think is respectable. It gives you access to Chase's travel partners. I already have access with that through the Chase Sapphire Preferred that I have, but it's really nice to have another card that has access to this, just in case I decide to cancel my Sapphire Preferred at some point. And of course, I was going to be the one that applied for this one. And then there's a lot of 3 times categories like shipping, shipping, advertising, phone, internet, and also travel, which is a huge one that we are looking forward to. I mean, we spend a lot of money on the general travel category, and so it's going to be really nice to have a 3 times earning card in this. The best one that we have right now is the Sapphire Preferred that just earns 2 times points in the travel category. Once we finally apply for our next card, I am thinking it's going to be the Chase Business IHG Premier card, and I already have this card. Yes, I already have the personal version of this card and the business version of this card, but again, we are alternating applications, and so this is going to be my wife's turn to apply for a card, and she doesn't have any IHG cards, and the more that I dig into the IHG program, the more that I love it. I mean, every time I search, I go to ihg.com and I search for hotels in the cities that I want to go internationally. Seems like they always have like a really good deal. There's always like a Holiday Inn that I want to stay at. It is nice that we have like a good budget option there, which of course we can find cheaper hotels, it's just like independent hotels in the cities. But I mean, IHG, especially when we're only using points and when we're getting the 4th night free when paying with points for the first 3 nights, that's just so amazing. I love this program so much. I'm looking into other hotel programs, like we just got the Hilton Business card, and so we're going to try that out. But IHG, we're big fans right now. And so there's really no problem that I see of my wife getting this IHG business card. And that's really all going to depend on the sign-up bonus, because if the sign-up bonus is higher with the personal IHG card, we may end up applying for that one instead. This card comes with a $99 annual fee, but I think it's totally worth it because of what you get out of this card. The rewards are 26 times points at IHG properties. You get 10 times points for using this card, 6 times points when you're a Platinum Elite status member, which you automatically get for having this card, and you get 10 times base points for being an IHG member. So that's where you get 26 times points. And then you get 5 times points on travel, gas, and dining, and 3 times points on everything else. I think this card earns really, really well, and it redeems well too, because a lot of the hotels I think are very fairly priced when compared to other hotel chains like Hilton or Hyatt or Marriott. And something that I need to mention about this card is it does have an anniversary free night up to 40,000 IHG points. So it'll just be great to hold on to this card, and that's why I'm gonna hold on to my 2 IHG cards, because in that second year, you don't get it in the first year, but when you pay the annual fee for the second time, you will get an anniversary free night that you can use at any IHG property. It just is going to cover up to 40,000 points, and so that's usually around a value of $200. So if you plan on staying at an IHG property in the year, it totally makes sense to have this card. Now those are my next 2 cards that I'm applying for, and here's where things get a little bit interesting, because I don't exactly know what the 3rd card is going to be. So I have 4 options here that I'm looking at. I'm just going to be monitoring these cards to see if they fit into my lifestyle at all. The first one being the Chase United Airlines business card. I at least need to give an airline card some consideration, because I fly United Airlines the most. I really like the Star Alliance. That's the alliance that United Airlines is a part of. I do think Star Alliance is the most powerful out of the 3. That's just my personal opinion. Other people will have other opinions, and that's why they fly those airlines. But United, I just found that I've been flying them a lot more than like American Airlines or Delta, and I think that their point currencies, at least compared to Delta, are a little bit better. This card is something that I'm not even really going to consider applying for until we have the sign-up bonus of that recent IHG card that my wife would be applying for in 3 months from now. So maybe about 5 months from now, I would be getting this next card, and it comes with a $99 annual fee, but a $0 intro annual fee in the first year. So that's nice. And it comes with these rewards earning categories are not very good at all, and so that's not why I'd be getting the card. Then I would look to the welcome offer, and the welcome offer is not that great either. So why would I think about getting this card? Well, it does come with 2 United Lounge visits every year, and that's nice because I don't have access to any airline lounges unless they're a part of the Priority Pass network, and so it'd be nice to use United Lounge when I don't have a Priority Pass option. or a Centurion Lounge or anything else that I have access to. And I guess I think that you can use these passes for, like, you can give one to your spouse, so then I guess we would have just one lounge visit so that we can both go in at the same time. Honestly, I don't think this card is that great at all, but it is something that I am at least considering. So moving on to the next one, it is going to be the American Express Blue Business Plus. I would have already had this card in my possession if they didn't take away the welcome offer. It used to be you get 15,000 AMEX points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. Honestly, that wasn't that great of a sign-up bonus, but it does have no annual fee. And another reason why I was going to apply for this card is just because it was a safe place to keep my American Express membership rewards points, the ones that I can use to transfer out to travel partners. Right now, the only card that I have, the only MR earning card in my wallet is the American Express Platinum card with its hefty $695 annual fee. I don't plan on canceling that card anytime soon, but if I stop going to airports, that means I stop going to airport lounges, and that is a huge perk of the card that just would provide me no value, and so maybe I end up canceling it at some point. But if I do, all my membership rewards points will just go away if I don't have another card that earns these points. And that is where the Blue Business Plus would come in and would save me from having to just completely trash all my points. It has a $0 annual fee, and so it totally makes sense to get this card. The earnings are good too, 2 times points on everything up to $50,000 in 1 calendar year. But there is no welcome offer on this card right now because they took it away recently, so I've been avoiding applying for it, but I should probably get around to it at some point. So I could easily see this being my 3rd card that I'm going to apply for next. Moving on to the next card that I could apply for is the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. My wife has this card, and you may have seen it on this YouTube channel pretty recently that she just got approved for it, and I think it's a really solid no annual fee card. She's been using it and she really likes it, and so I'm considering applying for it as well, and that will complete my Inc. trifecta. I do have the unlimited. If I get approved for the Inc. Preferred, then I will have that as well, and then I'll get the Inc. Cash, and also my wife has the Inc. Unlimited and the Inc. Cash, and so like she's pretty close to the trifecta as well for just the business cards. So it would be nice to get this card just because I think it's really solid, and it does have a welcome offer of 75,000 Chase points after spending $6,000 in 3 months. Would be very happy to get this card next. The only problem is I do think Chase is a little upset with me right now. I mean, the last card that I applied for, they had to like verify my identity, and like that wasn't like a huge deal or anything like that, but I wasn't approved right away. I was approved the next day. I think that's fine, but they didn't give me a great credit limit, so I might want to ease off the Chase cards a little bit, and that's why I might be leaning towards the AMEX Blue Business Plus right now. Or we could go another route and not have me apply for the next card, but have my wife apply for the next card. And we could totally switch it up by not going with a business card, but going with a personal card. And we're looking at the Marriott Boundless card from Chase. This one has an annual fee of $95, which like isn't bad at all, and it comes with some pretty good perks. Its earnings aren't fantastic. I think the IHG card is a lot better for a similar annual fee, but it does come with a few pretty good things. I think all of the cards here can definitely be the next card that I apply for after we get that Chase Inc. Business Preferred, and of course we get that Chase IHG card that my wife is gonna get. I hope this gives you a little bit of context of what I look for in a new card, and if you want to see all of the cards that I currently have, I have a video right here for you to click on, and I have a link in my description that will take you to my referral link for a lot of these credit cards that everybody wants to apply for. So if you want to check that out, that will help the channel out in a huge way, and I appreciate you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.